keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students.
Hello students, I, Ms. Radhika Yadav, teaching at Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College, here again with you dealing with the History Chapter 1, Sources of History. In the previous video, we had covered the first classification of sources of history, that is, material sources. Now, in this video, we shall cover the another two classifications of sources of history, that is, written sources and oral sources. When we talk about inscription, inscription is also a part of material sources. An inscription is a carving on a stone or a wall, etc. For example, the inscriptions found in the Brihadeshwara temple premises in Tanjavur history. Inscriptions of the period of Chalukya, Rashtrakuta, Chola and Yadav kings have been found. Inscription is considered to be a very important and reliable sources of history. It helps to understand features like the language, script, social life of a period. Inscriptions carved on sheets of copper are known as copper plates. Royal edicts, verdicts, etc. are inscribed on copper plates.
Here we have the next classification of sources of history, that is, written sources. Written sources are the sources that are available in any written form. We have learned about significant historical events in the medieval period from sources like the writing styles of scripts like Devanagari, Arabic, Persian, Modi, etc. When we talk about Modi, Modi is a Marathi pronunciation used to write Marathi language. Modi was an official script used to write Marathi until the 20th century. Also, from the varieties of different languages, Bhurjapatras, religious manuscripts, treatises, edicts, decrees, biographies, paintings, etc., we can gather information about the food items, attire, conventions, and rules of conduct of the people, festivals, and about people's life, etc., from these sources. This type of sources are called written sources of history. Written sources also includes documents of proceedings in the courts of kings, genealogies, Shakhavali, correspondence, dispatches, judicial verdicts, orders, treatises, biographies, travelogues of foreign travelers, chronicles, and tawareeds. During this period, travelers from other countries came to India. They have written travelogues or account of their travels. Some of them are Al-Biruni, Ibn Battuta, Nicolau Manussi, Babar's biography, Sri Shiv Bharat on the Sanskrit biography of Shivaji Maharaj composed by the poet Parmanand, as well as various other biographies of different rulers and their correspondence help us to understand the policies and administrative systems of the rulers and their diplomatic relations with others. Tavarik or Tariq means the sequence of events. Tawarikhs written by Al-Biruni, Ziauddin Barani, Maulana Ahmad, Yahya bin Ahmad, Mirza Haider, Bhimsen Saxena, etc. are available. Bakhar is a type of chronicle that originated in Maharashtra. Chronicles help in understanding aspects like the contemporary political happenings, linguistic transactions, cultural life, social conditions, etc. Chronicles in Marathi were written many years after the events had occurred. As a result, they are seen rely on hearsays. Some of the chronicles are Mahikawatichi Bakhar, Sabhasad Bakhar, Chitnisachi Bakhar, Bahusahebachi Bakhar, etc. Works of contemporary Western historians like Robert Arm, M.C. Sprengel, and Grant Duff are also important. Here we have the third classification of sources of history, that is, oral sources. Oral sources are those which can be spoken or told and passed from one generation to other generation. Oral sources includes folk songs, gatha, shloks, abhangas, povadas, proverbs, legends, and myths. So students, when we talk about Ovis, Ovis is nothing but the person who sings the songs of God. Whereas when we talk about Povada, Povada is nothing but the Marathi poetry that emerged during the late 17th century in India. The Povada is written in an exciting style and narrated historical events in an inspiring way. Whereas when we talk about Abhanga, Abhanga is a form of devotional poetry sung in praise of the Hindu god Vittal, which is also known as Vithoba. Various aspects of folk life through folk literature traditionally passed on from generation to generation. Some examples are Ovis, folk songs, povadas, folk tales, legends, and myths. Such type of sources are called oral sources. History is written with the help of physical, writing, and oral sources. Even after it has been written down, research on it goes on continuously. New sources and information come to light through this research. History has been rewritten accordingly. So students, when we talk about evaluating the sources of history, following precautions has to be taken care of. First, it is necessary to take precautions before using sources of history. We need to examine their authenticity and see which are genuine and which are fake. Their quality can be determined with the help of internal standards. Also, we need to study the integrity of the writers, their personal interest, the period which they live, and political pressures on them. They rely on hearsay or give an eyewitness account. We need to consider the exaggeration, metaphors, and information has to be verified with the help of other contemporary sources. The information may be one sided, contradictory, or exaggerated. It should be in a proper perspective. The sources have to be subjected to a critical analysis. The author's impartiality and utility are very important in writing history. Thank you.